You really lost your mind. I'm tired of playing these games with Black America. I'm tired of us being considered, you know, not smart, uneducated. Oh, I actually saw comments on a random website writing about the article. Oh, now wait for Black people to start rioting because Black people got to be Black people. I'm reading these comments and realizing that these people are writing in the comfort of anonymity. And they're writing that their perception of Black Americans are people that have very little facts and riot and are angry and have no idea about what's actually going on, or basically understanding that the whole concept of racialized police brutality is a myth. Okay? All you have to do is sit down and do basic mathematics to discover that the entire narrative that we have been sold is a lie. Okay? It's a lie. There is no racially targeted police brutality against Black Americans. In fact, if you are a white American and you commit a violent crime, you have a 25% higher chance of suffering a police fatality than Black people. Now, you might come across some people that are really bad at math and they'll say, Candace, I know that only 9 Black people were killed last year unarmed by police officers and 19 white people were killed unarmed by police officers. But Black Americans are only 13% of the population and white Americans are 60% of the population. So that's why. No, that's not how math works. You don't look at the numbers according to how many Black people there are in America and how many white people there are in America, because not all white people commit crimes and not all Black people commit crimes. The numbers you look at is how many police encounters Black people had versus how many police encounters white Americans had. And when you look at those numbers, you will realize that the only thing we're doing disproportionately in this country is committing crimes. Take 2018, for example, right? 13% of the population, Black Americans, accounted for 40% of all of the murders and something like 50% of all violent offenses in the country. That's not normal. We are having more encounters with police, and despite having more encounters with police, white Americans are the ones that are being killed at a higher rate, okay? And Hispanic men at a higher rate. When you take a subset and you look over 100,000 encounters with police and with white Americans versus Black Americans, you will discover that Black Americans have less of a chance of having a fatal incident with police officers. Those are the facts. And I really don't care how those facts make you feel. I know it's so easy today being a Black person to take the victim narrative, to believe that we're being brutalized by police officers, to believe that these 9 instances of police brutality that happen per annum are a really big deal, but we should shut up about the thousands of Black Americans that are being killed by other Black Americans, because it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter when we kill ourselves. It doesn't matter when we're on drugs. It doesn't matter when we're high. We want the police officers to hold our hands. And if, God forbid, something goes wrong in the midst of a police arrest, we want to riot and we want to burn down our own neighborhoods, because that makes so much sense. And we'll ally ourselves with the far left crazy Antifa thugs who know exactly what they're doing, who know exactly who know exactly which group of Americans will be the most responsive and the most emotional. They get a couple of big celebrities to tell you Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, and put up a symbol while they're marching with you because they all think we're stupid. That's the truth. The left thinks we're dumb, okay? And we have to stop proving them right. We have to stop taking the bait. We have to stop accepting a foolish election time narrative that is going to disappear on November 3rd. It's going to be like it never happened. The gap between Philando Castile, who, by the way, was a real victim, who I used my platform to speak out about, right? The gap between Philando Castile and George Floyd is exactly 4 years. What do you think, guys? What do you think this is really about? All they care about is power. All they want to do is destroy your neighborhoods, burn them down, shut down your businesses, and get you on government dependence. At the same time, poo-pooing you and telling you they're going to fight the big boogeyman of racism that doesn't exist as a problematic thing in this country. Okay? Are there racists? Of course, there are racist guys. There's always going to be racists in this country. Do you want to know why? Because human beings are in this country, and there are Black people that are racist towards whites. If you think I'm kidding, go look at some of the articles that are written on BuzzFeed. There are white people that hate white people. There are white people that hate themselves. There are Black people that hate Black people, right? I think the most racist things that have ever been said about me since I got into politics were said by other Black people, not by white people, believe it or not, right? The whole Uncle Tom Coon thing, that language that white liberals taught us, right? We call that to one another. So we have some nerve calling other people racist when we are the most vicious and racist people in this country when it comes to taking down our own. When we kill each other faster, when we insult each other faster, when we continue to cater to to the bottom denominator of our society. Okay? I'm tired of blaming the white. I'm tired of your stupid posts. I'm tired of your little black squares that are supposed to mean something. A bunch of celebrities that want to look empowered. They don't care about you. Are you stupid? Your your neighborhoods are burning down, not theirs. They're gonna fund people. Christine, oh, I'm gonna fund getting people out of prison from behind my gated community that's never gonna get burned down, right? It's never gonna get burned down from behind these security guards that defend me and will shoot first and ask questions later. But I'm gonna fund the people that are burning down the black neighborhoods and pretend that I'm with black people. We are just complete jokes to the left, right? Because the thing is that they do it every 4 years and we keep falling for it. It's like they're not even switching it up. They're not even switching it up. They're just ruining another generation of black Americans every 4 years. And you want to know what the result of these protests are, besides our neighborhoods burning down, besides our black youth being arrested? We just signed up for another 60 years of black poverty. And during those 60 years, you're going to have AOC and leftist politicians stump on the issues and claim it's because of systemic racism and not because they sent a bunch of white Antifa thugs to burn down the neighborhoods and to burn down the black businesses and to take all of these bricks to windows and businesses and force the business owners to leave. People that can afford to leave and leave these black communities depleted with no jobs. They're going to pretend it's because of white people, not because of their bricks and their riots and their protests, and because Black Lives Matter and a George Floyd. He's not my martyr. George Floyd is not my martyr. He can go be yours, okay? I liked Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant wasn't a career criminal, okay? He was a career basketball player. You want to go have a George Floyd be your martyr? Go have him be your martyr. Put a poster of George Floyd up on a T-shirt. Walk around, Luke, be an idiot. But I want nothing to do with it. Okay? And so all you black conservatives who think that black conservatism is a trend, right? Oh, I'm a Trump supporter, but right, but I'm showing that I'm really black because I stand behind this stupid narrative, and I'm going to sit here and say that Black lives do matter because I'm trying to make people think that I'm in the middle. You're spineless. You're spineless and you're uneducated. Go pursue the numbers. If you want to really stand on the platform of uplifting our community, cut the crap and tell them the truth. You don't need to be well liked. I'm not well liked. I don't care. I'm not here to be well liked. You want to know what my job is? My job is to be an alarm clock for Black America. You know what an alarm clock does, right? It's a really annoying sound. Everybody hates. There's nobody in the world that likes an alarm clock. But when it goes off, eventually you wake up. My job is to wake up Black America, okay? And the only way I can do it is by telling the truth. So thank you guys so much for listening.